now you can travel around the world in a day.
No, I know, but I mean through its mutations, though.
Well, it doesn't really mutate. What's interesting is the old theory was that it did what's called reassortment.
So it's like AIDS. It stays the same.
It does a thing called recombination. If you can have, the thing that's particularly bad about this is you have, let's say, a bird, like a crow or a vulture, let's say in Texas. This virus, the swine flu one, can grow in a human or a vulture, okay, or a crow. But the avian flu could pretty well only grow in a bird, so it's not going to affect a human. Now what this new virus does is allow a bridge to get into cattle, sheep, horses, polo ponies, humans, and it can devastate all kinds of things.
So it's like a Rosetta Stone, and it has a skeleton key on the end of it.
Right, so it's able to actually jump into other humans, animals. It could wipe out alligators. I mean, it isn't just going to perhaps go after mammals. And the thing that, looking at the genetics of this, it's going to allow the bridge to allow the emerging pandemic will be primarily a swine flu pandemic that'll have new avianized genes, and if they're not in this particular emergent wave, the following waves, just like a rogue wave, will be bigger and contain the lethal genes. So this is the first.
So this
wave.
Is not hype. Now, Dr. Deagle, a medical doctor, should people run out and then take the vaccines they say they're breeding?
No, in fact, what they did is they stopped the vaccine. The World Health Organization recommended the Mexicans stop because what they were doing is turning the people of Mexico into bioreactors because they were inserting attenuated virus that would allow it to recombine when they have an active infection of the current.
Which is exactly what happened with Baxter in Europe, secretly mixing it with a vaccine stock, which the scientists said was a perfect way to cause a mutation, correct?
Right, and they did it in the...
Stay there. I want to come back with a final segment and play this video clip.
Yeah.
I'll jam in a few clips. All right, folks, final segment. I tell you, 2 hours has gone by way too quick. I loaded phone lines here and a ton of stuff I want to get to in this video clip. It's a video clip up on Infowars.com, audio here for the radio. But it's so important because, notice they say Saddam Hussein working with the Taliban and Al-Qaeda right before 9/11, putting out fear-mongering fake newscast shown on TV stations, shown to feds to brainwash them, where there's going to be a smallpox outbreak. Then they stage 9/11. They try to get the police and military to take the smallpox shots. They refuse, even under orders. The first responders, nurses, doctors refuse. The head of Health and Human Services refuses to take it. Those that do take it, a lot of them have heart attacks because of an autoimmune inflammation response that happened. This is coming up. But Dr. Deagle, I got to get you up on my show sometime tomorrow. We'll try to do that. So just my producer will call you in the morning. And I'm also going to get Steve Quayle on and a bunch of other people that have really been on top of this. All the dead microbiologists governments have been killing in the build-up to this. I hope that this just kind of runs itself out and mutates into something that's not deadly. But just from my own layman studies, to have it all mixed up like this and come out of nowhere and the way the media is handling it, it stinks to high heaven. We know this is their ace in the hole. Your website is what? NutriMedicalReport.com. Folks can find out more there.
It's NutriMedical, N-U-T-R-I, medical.com. 12 years ago when I spoke in Zurich, Switzerland to Human Life International, I was given documents, and this is my first major exposure to it, that one of the 3 projects they were doing was the World Health Organization, the United Nations, funded by the Rothschilds, had conspired with the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease, USAMRIID, and the Center for Disease Control to exhume the bodies of deceased whalers and take the gene fragments of the swine flu 1918 and with a supercomputer and bioengines rebuild the virus de novo. So this virus is resurrected. You can actually...
Wait, are you saying this is the 1918 flu?
Yeah, and what they did is they then added avian genes and then inserted it into the population of birds since 97.
To get it to give it a better spread factor?
Right, and they spread it all over. Now it's in all continents as of last year. And now what they have is they have this new bridge virus, and now inserting this bridge virus, which is a swine flu avian human hybrid, they now have the bridge virus, which now, as it spreads, it's going to allow the weaponized genes, which are killing birds, to jump into other animals and humans.
Well, there's no doubt that Baxter International got caught mixing live bird flu in the main vaccine vats at 18 locations. By the grace of God, the companies found out and said, what are you doing? And Czech Republic doctors said, this is the perfect way to mix this in with the other normal flu versions, human flus, to cause an airborne super bird flu that has a 90% kill rate, correct?
That's right. In fact, we found out that Baxter Labs, we've had Alexander S. Jones, maybe not a direct relative, an NIH whistleblower, has been on the show a number of times, along with Dr. Rebecca Carley and Dr. A. Truat. And we've been tracking literally daily, and their phone is now disconnected at Biotest in the Czech Republic. Baxter's not responding. None of the 4 countries or any of the agencies are reporting anything in the media in Eastern Europe. We don't know how many countries. We don't know what happened to the 37 quarantined in the Czech Republic. There's a total blackout, and
Yeah, for those that don't know, if you just Google homeless die from bird flu vaccine, it's London Telegraph and other news. The government told them it was a regular shot at a health clinic, killed them all deader than a hammer. Dr. Deagle, we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Thank you so much for the report.
Absolutely amazing, important. This is not going away.
Well, I hope you're wrong, but we've certainly got to take it serious, knowing how evil the globalists are and the way they've been hyping this.
Yeah, absolutely. Pay attention. Take care, everybody.
Oh, my God. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and again, I'll be on the radio tomorrow, 11 to 3, covering all this in detail. And, in fact, go ahead and call Dew. I need him to come in tonight, the producer. Let's get Rebecca Carley on. I'm going in tonight after I work on this book. I'm working on a book. I'm writing it for 2 hours after the show, and then I'm going to go in. Let's get Dr. Rebecca Carley on. All those other bird flu medical doctors we've been having on. I want to get Steve Quayle on because he said Monday on the show, before any of us was even in the news, that they were about to launch a bird flu attack. Now, this may just be we know it's a manufactured virus. I mean, that's 95% chance. Deagle's saying no doubt, and many others are saying no doubt, and even mainstream media is saying it looks like it's designer. But, again, just fear-mongering, killing a few people, causing a bunch of sickness. They get everybody trained to take vaccines, go through the system. They make money. Baxter and others do with the vaccines. The Tamiflu people do. I mean, this does not mean the end of the world. And I know some people think that, and we're just giving you all sides and all views of this. But I'm right here in Texas where this they're closing schools all around me, and I got 3 small children. So we are certainly in the middle of this here.